倒闭了，一共赔了50多万。
Shut down and lost a total of $70,000. We've been in the restaurant business for over 10 years and we never thought we'd have to say goodbye. It's only been half a year since we opened and it's gone by so fast. It feels like a dream. Opening this dry pot chicken restaurant drained all our savings. This year's restaurant business is so tough, but we're not willing to give up. We want to try a different product, but changing products would require another $10,000 investment and we're really uncertain about that. It's so agonizing, so exhausting, we might as well just close down.
真的好纠结，太累了，还不如关了算了。
倒闭了，一年100万。
It's closed down. I lost $140,000 in a year. My car and home are gone. I'm Sister Bao, and I used to own a wildly successful seafood restaurant. But now I'm just an entrepreneur who's lost everything. In 2015, I opened a seafood restaurant with my cousin, and in 2019, we expanded by opening new stores. Riding the wave of opportunity, I once thought money and ability were my own merits. But then the pandemic forced us to shut down, and I failed miserably with the Hainan restaurant franchise. Reality slapped me awake, dragging me step by step into the abyss of debt. I thought with my decade plus of experience and connections I could turn things around with a desperate effort. But this year the business environment has been terrible. For months there's been no business at the restaurant. Every day I wake up, the rent, labor costs, and utilities are suffocating me.
压得我根本喘不过气来。
China's offline retail and catering industries are facing a new round of upheaval. Nearly 3 million catering establishments are expected to close in 2024, a record high. With China's economy slowing down, the assets of the middle class shrinking, civil servants facing pay cuts, and unemployment rising, the general public is reducing consumption, leading to a significant impact on the catering industry.
我的饭店从今天起。
My restaurant is closing down starting today. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. Today is the 376th day since our Jiangxi stir-fry restaurant on Jewelry Street opened. From today onwards, we are officially no longer accepting customers. I just finished a meeting and a chat with my employees. I still remember when I first opened this restaurant. I invested a total of $180,000 and opened the restaurant with high hopes. When it first opened, I live-streamed from here almost every day, usually from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. I would come to the Jewelry Street to live stream every day, and most of the viewers were my fans. They would greet me, and after watching my live stream, they would immediately come to my restaurant for a meal.
都会立马就来我店里吃饭。
The blogger shared that a while ago the takeout business was booming, so she also jumped on the bandwagon and set up a food truck selling cold dishes, lotus root slices, duck heads, crayfish, etc. at the door every evening at 7 p.m. Those days are now a cherished memory for her. The restaurant industry is actually not easy, and with the overall economic downturn, people are less willing to go out to eat. Left with no other choice, she had to close the store. At the moment she turned off the lights and locked the door, she finally couldn't hold back her tears. One netizen commented, "Opening a restaurant from planning to opening, from team building to smooth operation, every step is a testament to the hard work of restaurateurs. Only those who have experienced it firsthand know how difficult this road is." Fellow restaurateurs, I'm leaving now. I can't take it anymore. Goodbye. Actually, it's due to the overall economic environment. Since May 2024, the restaurant industry has declined, and people are unwilling to go out and spend money. Over time, the costs couldn't keep up. I held on for over a year, subsidizing $7,000 every month. Adding the previous rent and renovations, $220,000 is invested. The pressure is actually quite high. On New Year's Eve, Suning was packed with people. The stairs were completely blocked. Every store had a queue stretching until after 11 p.m. The foot traffic was excellent, but the trend suddenly stopped. I stubbornly kept subsidizing every month, thinking business would gradually improve. But that wasn't the case, so forget it. I'm not playing with them anymore. I'm leaving. We went bankrupt. I spent half my life savings in 3 months. I must be the most troublesome boss in all of Yangling. It's not that I didn't work hard enough, but the competition is too greedy. Selling hot pot at a price lower than mala tong, and I insisted on using fresh ingredients, then I ended up losing everything. I definitely considered using cheaper ingredients, but I didn't dare. Starting a business is about making money, but you can't do it at the expense of your conscience. Using fresh beef is my bottom line. If I can't even guarantee that, I'd rather not do it at all. The blogger said he spent half his life savings in 3 months. His biggest worry is how to explain it to his wife, because he had promised to make her a rich lady, but now she's a negative income lady. Rich and negative are pronounced the same. The blogger said he wouldn't give up, so he gritted his teeth and took out a $140,000 loan to rent a 500 square meter shop and opened a dry pot beef restaurant. He hopes to make a comeback this time. A local netizen reminded him that it's hard to say which location to open a shop in. 2 years ago, there was a Ma Lao San hot pot restaurant there, which later went out of business. Last year, there was a street-side barbecue stall, which also closed down. You chose that location to open your shop this year. Your food is really good, but the location seems to have some bad feng shui. Some netizens also said that with the current economic downturn, opening a restaurant anywhere isn't guaranteed to succeed, so it's better not to bother. Just breaking even would be a good outcome.
非常遗憾地告诉大家，
It is with great regret that we inform you that Peanut Feeding Dragon is about to celebrate its first anniversary, and we've decided to close down. From opening a year ago until today, we have stumbled along the way. During the peak of our opening, we encountered the problem of the mall, Xintiandi, reneging on its initial promises, refusing to allow outdoor seating. The store could only accommodate a maximum of 4 tables, and we constantly faced the frustration of a small operating area and a lack of seating when there were many customers. There was also the issue of air conditioning. The mall's central air conditioning became unbearably cold in the winter and unbearably hot in the summer, providing a very poor customer experience. The owner said that in winter customers were too cold to sit, and in summer they were sweating profusely. She tried to communicate with the mall to improve the environment, but received no response. Faced with the mall's domineering attitude, she was both angry and helpless, and ultimately had no choice but to close the store. The current state of restaurants in Rongjingcheng, Wuliandian, Chongqing. This restaurant is closed, this one is closed, this one is closed too. The frog restaurant is closed, the spicy chicken restaurant is closed, this one is closed too. It feels like half of the restaurants have closed. Now they are all locked up and closed. Xiang Manju is closed, the mutton rice noodle shop is closed, the vegetable stall is closed, this one is closed, this one is closed too. It's over. On Rongjianqing Street, only Qindama and Qi Bainan have the best business. The other shops are struggling. This one's closed, this one's closed. Several dishes at Rongjingcheng Shimi have also closed. The stores have all been emptied. Rongjingcheng Baoli Barbecue has also closed. This shop's closed, this shop's closed. Brothers, this restaurant officially closed down right away, costing $130,000. 10 months later, all that's left are these tables, chairs, and some kitchen equipment. I contacted a recycling company a couple of days ago, and they only offered $2,800 for the whole thing. I really hate to give it up. I still have 2 months' rent left, and it's just sitting empty anyway. I want to try again. But now, I'm a bit confused. What direction should I take? Hot pot, barbecue, chicken hot pot, lobster? Any good suggestions?
大家有什么好的建议可以给我提一提。你们也是来吃的吗？
Did you guys come here to eat too? Yeah.
我也来，没了，
Me too.
退了吧。
No services, go back.
他们也是来吃的。
They came here to eat too. It seems the restaurant closed down.
干了，上面写的暂停营业。
It says temporarily closed on the sign. The cabinet is empty. This side is empty. This one's still lit. It's all dusty. It seems like it's been closed for a while.
它应该好像是关一段时间了。
In the last week of last month, 32 brands across the country closed at least 33 stores, mainly restaurants including KFC, Hai Di Lao, Burger King, and Aijai Steakhouse. Taking Wuxi City, Jiangsu Province as an example, several Burger King stores in Wuxi have successfully posted closure notices. As the world's second largest fast food burger brand, Burger King entered the Chinese market in 2005. As of the end of June this year, the number of its stores had decreased from 1,474 at the end of last year to 1,367, a reduction of 107 stores in 6 months. It's surprising, so sudden. The Burger King in Tiannan building Xinjiakou has closed down. This was Nanjing's first Burger King, opening around 2009, more than a decade after KFC and McDonald's entered the Chinese market, accompanying Nanjing residents for 15 or 16 years. But why did it suddenly close down? Actually, there used to be another Burger King in the Xinjiakou area on the basement floor of the International Financial Center. But unfortunately, that store also closed at the end of 2020. That means there's no longer a Burger King in the core business district in Xinjiakou. Breaking news, Burger King may be withdrawing from the Chinese market. 10 stores in one city closed in January alone. In the past 2 years, Chinese burgers have emerged out of nowhere, leading to fierce price wars that have brought burger prices back to levels seen 10 years ago. Burger King sales and profits have been declining, leaving it with no choice but to close stores to survive. However, if Burger King is eliminated, whether burger prices will rise for Chinese consumers remains to be seen. Over there is the Xinjiakou Central Shopping Mall. This is Zhenhong Street. I heard this KFC is closing down soon. I used to come here often when I was little. Look, they have a closure notice posted here, closing on November 1st. Today, October 31st, is the last day of business. This store is on the second floor. I used to come here often when I was in elementary school. I would be happy for a long time every time I ate here. This KFC is actually quite big. There's a large section here and half of it here. I liked to sit in this area when I was little, but it's closed now. $280,000 down the drain in 3 months. Is franchising a scam? Thinking of making money effortlessly, I started immediately, only to fail miserably. Franchising is a no-go. During renovations, the boss insisted on a high-quality look, no cheap materials. A well-decorated place is difficult to dismantle. Look at this sound system, a hot pot restaurant with a sound system? This is a karaoke system, costing $1,000. This table cost over $1,000. In the end, all that's left of the hot pot restaurant are copper coins, wires, broken tables, and broken chairs. Renovated for over 2 months, open for over 2 months, the Medea air conditioner was never used once. It operated for 2 months in winter, then went bankrupt, and has been closed ever since. The total number of restaurants in China has exceeded 9 million, far exceeding the actual consumption demand of the public. This has led to fierce competition in the catering industry, making a wave of closures an inevitable result. With a large number of restaurants closing down, chefs are also facing unemployment. Many chefs have posted on social media expressing their growing competition and declining wages, with some saying they've been unemployed for over 6 months. I'm a chef. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I was unemployed for a while, and I never expected that I wouldn't be able to find work after that. Some people say I'm too ugly, others say I'm too old. Is finding a job really that hard? In such a big world, I can't find a job. In a small alley in a village in Shapingba district, Chongqing, there's a simple guest house where the cheapest dormitory-style room costs only $1 a night. Many migrant workers unable to find work chose to stay here temporarily to save money. Guo Ming, a pseudonym, has worked as a chef in Chongqing for over 10 years and frequently stays at this $1 guest house. Every year after the Chinese New Year, he would come to Chongqing from his hometown of Wanzhou to look for work. At the end of August, he would return to his hometown to help his father harvest rice, and after the rice was stored, he would return to Shapingba to continue working. Every morning, Guo Ming goes to the labor market in Shapingba district to seek opportunities. He has a resume made from a cigarette box in front of him, surrounded by chefs holding similar signs and looking for work. Guo Ming told reporters that this year's employment situation is particularly difficult. From the beginning of the year to September, he only worked for less than a month. Previously, he worked as a cook in a restaurant with over 20 tables where he was responsible for all the cooking. To save costs, the boss required employees to eat leftovers from customers. He refused to eat the leftovers and wanted to cook some potato shreds himself, which led to an argument with the boss and his eventual dismissal. Guo Ming has several commonly used job-seeking apps on his phone, such as Sichuan Chongqing Chef and Mobile Chef. He doesn't miss any opportunity. From large restaurants to small eateries, he proactively calls any suitable job postings he sees. He said that the number of job seekers has increased significantly this year. Within minutes of a job posting being published, the page shows that more than a dozen job seekers have already called. Moreover, the workload has become heavier. Previously, a wok chef only handled stir-frying. Now they also have to chop vegetables, wash dishes, and even clean tables. Age has also become a hurdle in his job search. Guo Ming is 47 years old, but many job postings explicitly state under 45 or even under 40. He explained that kitchen work is extremely physically demanding, requiring continuous stir-frying and washing woks for over 10 hours a day. As he gets older, his movements slow down, naturally leading to lower wages. In 6 months, he visited over 20 restaurants, but none were willing to hire him. On Chinese social media, many chefs have posted videos expressing their frustration, saying that finding work is too difficult and they can only lie flat at home. One person wrote, "I've been unemployed for 5 months, very lost, and I'm starting to doubt whether I chose the wrong profession." One netizen lamented, "They used to say that chefs wouldn't starve in times of famine, but this year chefs are the most unemployed." That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.